Okay, the other day I posted on my recovery Instagram account. I think it was on my recovery account. I posted a picture of Hazel, like jumping like a monkey on my bed. I think it was almost midnight. And at first I thought like she'd been doing that for a couple of nights, and I was like, maybe she's just going through some weird stage, or I don't know what's going on, but her sleep like went crazy. She stopped napping. She gets out of her crib on her own. And I thought, at least as I recall, when my kids stopped napping, that then they went to bed earlier, but the opposite happened. So not only did she stop napping, but then she started going to bed like so late, like way later than I wanted to go to bed. And I couldn't get my 2-year-old to go to sleep. So it became very stressful. And so I was starting to get a little frustrated with the situation and hoping that it would go away, and it didn't, and it kept getting worse. Seriously, there were some nights where she was bouncing off the walls, like quite literally bouncing off the walls, running from one end of the room to the other, to the other, to the other, jumping on the bed, jumping off the bed, doing somersaults. I'm like, did somebody give this girl caffeine? Like it was crazy. And then she'd be waking up a couple times in the night, and then she'd be getting up at like 6, 7 in the morning. So any of you that have kids or toddlers or have had toddlers are listening going, what on earth? That can't be good for her. I know. And I need help. I don't know what to do with her, and I don't know why. Like that was last week, and it's still going on. I think last night it was pretty close to midnight again before she fell asleep. I think she woke up at 7 this morning. Yes. So, and no nap. She'll kind of doze off in the car, but just like, and then, she'll be awake, 20 minutes later, and the rest of the day she's wired. So I don't know why I'm telling you this other than just I'm really tired. Night after night after night, not getting enough sleep. I feel like anxiety is rising because I worry that she's not going to fall asleep and then, or even just settle down. Like even if she would just lay down and watch a show or something, it's just like the jumping around is crazy. So anywho, the topic today is, that was a long ramble for me in my videos. Topic today though is about not losing sight of your goals in recovery. In recovery, we like to write lists and have a plan and kind of write out, food rules or eating disorder rules that we're going to try to break. And we can be super organized. You can be like the most organized person in recovery. But if you're not actually executing your plan, you're wasting your time, right? And reasons why people may not execute their plan is because they lose sight of why they're even doing this, right? Like, let's say you have a goal of, I don't know, eating a croissant every day for the next week. And you go to the bakery to find the croissant that you want, and it's like, that one doesn't look perfect. So you go to another one, and then you go to another one. And then finally that third bakery, you're like, okay, I think I can get that. And then you kind of pick it apart and you tell yourself it's not right. And then you don't finish half of it. And it's like, you have that on your list because I'm guessing a year from now, you probably want to just be able to eat a croissant freely. You probably just want to be able to go into a bakery and say, that croissant looks good. I'm going to get it and eat it with ease, right? Without all the stress and worry and going from bakery to bakery to bakery. But in that moment, that person forgot the meaning behind that goal. They forgot why they were doing it, to have freedom around that. And so instead, it's kind of like, let's just get this done. Let's just check the box. Let's just say we did it, and just regardless of how disordered it is, we got to just get it done. And so if you're that person and you're working through, list of challenges, or you're, trying to follow through with maybe a plan that you're writing for yourself beforehand, and you're just kind of going through the motions, in still a very disordered way, look at that and be like, what do I want my future self to be able to do? What do I want to be able to do in the future with croissants, with cake, with cereal, with pizza, with fill in the blank, right? What do I want? Same thing with movement, right? People will get kind of caught up in lower level movement stuff when they're taking a break from formal exercise. And let's say they're doing that very, very harmless 10-minute walk every day. And I ask them, like, in a year's time or 2 years, like, do you want to feel like you have to do a walk for 10 minutes every day? Like, do you want to feel that way? Like you have that compulsion still? Because I'm guessing probably not. So don't lose sight of your goal. Don't lose sight of the meaning behind that goal. Why do you have that in place, that you don't do lower level movement either, that you don't go for that walk? Oh, so down the road in the future, I don't feel that anxiety when I don't go. In fact, I don't even have thoughts that I have to go anymore, right? So I encourage you to always look back, or when you're kind of in the thick of recovery, to reflect on your why. If you haven't written it out, I highly encourage you do. But to continuously, even daily, look at that. Why are you trying to do this? Why are you trying to recover? Why are you putting yourself through so much discomfort and stress and anxiety? It's exhausting. Recovery is like a mental sprint every single day. It's very, very tiring. And if you forget why you're doing it, you're not going to get very far. If you forget that you're actually trying to lose the identity of your eating disorder, you're not going to get very far. If you're trying to make changes, but you're unwilling to let go of this identity that you've created for yourself of being the healthy, lean, fit, you name it, person, it's not going to happen. So you have to start looking at, okay, what am I doing now that's actively getting me out of that identity, that's removing me from that identity, so that I can be the person that I really want to be, the true you without that eating disorder. So that's my message to you today. Have a good day.